Madison Michel, and I am a board-certified music therapist. This video is the first of an 8-part series in which I am exploring the various uses and accommodations we as music therapists have and can make to instruments to address various motor needs of clientele that we work with. In case you don't know, music therapists work with a huge variety of populations, from intellectual developmental disabilities to autism to stroke and neurological recovery, traumatic brain injury, etc. And so these accommodations can be used cross-population, which is one of the cool things about it. All right, this guy here is Jarrett, and he's going to be my assistant today. Now, Jarrett, tell me, have you ever played the guitar before?
No. No. I've written for the guitar, but I've never played it.
He's a composer. He writes music and has written for guitar while never playing it, which is bizarre to me, but that's another topic for another day. So the first accommodation that I'm going to show you for guitar is a really simple one. I have these different colored stars for the different chords that we form with our fingers. So this is both a cognitive and a motor adaptation. If I can cognitively see, okay, a D chord is blue, that's where I need to put my fingers for a D chord, then it's going to make it easier to switch between chords and really work on those fine motor skills and that fine motor coordination that you need. You can also use numbers if you have a client that's too cool for school and doesn't want to use colored stars, which in fact happens quite often. And so number your chords, or just write the little letters on the chords on little stickers. It's pretty easy to do. So Jarrett and I are going to learn together to play a song.
Cool.
Okay?
Okay.
So he does indeed already know how to play or hold a guitar, not play. So Jarrett, we're going to play a D chord and an A chord. A D chord is blue.
Okay. So...
Uh-huh. And he did the fingering absolutely correct. I want you to curve your fingers a little bit more. Yeah. And press down on the strings and go ahead and play. Beautiful! What a beautiful D chord.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, now you're going to play an A chord, which is the red stars, and you're going to use these same 3 fingers.
Oh, that's a little tighter.
Beautiful! And now go back to that D chord.
Oh, which is blue.
Mm-hmm. Keep strumming with me. You're going to switch when I sing the word Texas. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Take your time. The sage in bloom is like perfume, deep in the heart of Texas. Very nice. So without ever having played those chords before, he is able to look and see what I'm asking of him and form them. And so we're able to more quickly address that fine motor coordination that comes with advanced play with guitar. All right. Very good, Jarrett. Our next accommodation that we're going to look at is called Richard's tuning, which, contrary to what Google will have you believe, is not Keith Richards tuning. It is an adaptive tuning system designed by a music therapist. And so it's just tuned differently than standard tuning might be. Now in my attachment, you'll be able to see that and see the information on where to buy the book for Richard's tuning, because it's an excellent book and shows you all the different chords. So the idea is that it's tuned differently. I'll play it up close here. It's got a really nice sound. so you can see that this guitar is color coded too, just with Richard's tuning. And so you're able to play more chords with just one or two fingers. So for your clients who maybe have some more motor restrictions with their fingers, it makes guitar accessible for them, and it makes that fine motor coordination. You can still work on it, but it's not as frustrating as doing the full-on chords of the standard tuned guitar. All right, Jarrett, you ready?
Sure.
To learn on Richard's tuning?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the exact same thing. It's going to switch between blue and red. So find that blue.
Oh, I just have to press one down?
Yeah, just one.
Nice.
Good. And now find your red, which is your A chord. Nice. And then if you're really going to target different fingers and isolating different fingers, you could do so. So Jarrett, I want you to play blue and red with your pinky.
Ooh, okay. Blue.
And now red with your pinky. Nice. Okay. Now play for me silver. Nice. So you're going to want to curve that finger so you're not hitting the other strings with it. There you go. And so you can see you have access to a lot more chords with one or two fingers versus a lot of different fingers. So let's go back and forth between that D and A and sing our Deep in the Heart. Okay. Here we go. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The cowboys cry, yippee-yi, deep in the heart of Texas. Great job! So we've explored two different tuning systems. We're going to show you another accommodation here.
That was definitely easier.
It was definitely easier. Okay. Another tuning accommodation that allows for you to not have to hold down any chords here, if you're just focusing on strumming or plucking, is open tuning. And so you just tune the guitar to an open chord. This is tuned to an open E7 chord. Just because I like 7 chords. So this guitar here, you can play and strum it and have this hand free. So if you have someone that doesn't have use of both hands, then you can play this tuning style one-handed.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So I'm gonna demonstrate here with Jarrett. So Jarrett, one thing I want you to do is I want you to practice using every single finger on this hand. So you're going to strum every single note with your thumb. Good. Your pointer. Your middle. Your ring. Your pinky. It's hard, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I should curl these or... I feel like I should.
Now I want you to put your hand in a fist and see how you can strum with your fist.
It's a little harder. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, turn it. See how that changes the sound? And so you can see with open tuning, it really allows us the freedom to explore the guitar in different ways. Which brings me to another point about the guitar, is it's a very sensory-rich instrument. So for your clients who have sensory needs, a lot of individuals who have autism might have some sensory needs, or who have cerebral palsy. You can use the guitar to meet those needs, whether it be that tactile exploration, giving you auditory feedback, or just placing different parts of your body on the guitar and feeling it, or if you just rest your hand, feeling the vibration from the guitar. So it's a very sensory rich instrument, and so I encourage you to explore it in more ways than just traditional playing. Okay. One of our last accommodations is my absolute favorite. But before we get to that, I'm going to talk about plucking a little bit. So finger picking or plucking is where you're using your individual fingers. I'll come do it up close. So that takes a lot of coordination to play pluck in such a systematic way. One way that I like to do with my clients is I like to number the strings. So this top string, your E string, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll put on different points on the paper or the lead sheet. I'll put pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, etc. And so the patterns consist of a series of numbers, which are the plucking patterns. So for example, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, or 1, 4, 5, 6. And so you can do this with open tuning or Richards tuning or standard tuning. And it's a good way to just teach those skills. You can also do plucking with just one finger. 1, 6, 5, 6. And I would encourage you, if you're working on learning coordination for those weaker fingers, like my ring finger here, for example, 1, 4, 5, 6. See, that's hard for me to do as well. And so plucking can be a really great way to isolate those various motor skills in your fingers. Okay, now we're moving on to my favorite one. Boop, boop, boop. Do-do-do-do. I'm actually going to turn this stand here so we can see it. Ooh. Actually, that's not working super efficiently, so we're just going to do it like this. An accommodation that a lot of people don't think of for guitar is hitting it with a mallet. Easy enough, right? And so you can use a mallet to target motor skills in the same way you might with a drum. So there's, your traditional there's having this control, crossing midline and moving back, right? Or back and forth. Depending on where you hold the guitar, there could be really different motor skills targeted. Like, for example, if I were to hold it up high and tell Jarrett, all right, you gotta move that arm up. Nice job. Right? What a fun and different way to address guitar and address all of our different motor needs and motor skills. You can also always add an adaptive grip onto your mallet for those who are really working on grasping. So it looks like this. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty great. And play that way as well. All right. That was an exploration of the motor uses of the guitar.
That was fun.
Bye.